entrepreneurs are able to attend and to motivate, the reason behind it is that this year's funding summit won't just be just another event. So this year we want to ensure that all entrepreneurs are equipped, all right, for you to be able to expand and move your business from one specific point to another, and of course enabling you to expand your particular business, which will then also enable you to be able to employ people within that business. So within our funding summit, we will also we have 7 different stages of which we'll be speaking around different types and forms of funding available, not just your traditional banking system. So we will be looking into all the 7 different stages of which will speak to the different types of funding that is available for all entrepreneurs. So all these stages that I'm referring to will be our impact funding stage, as well as our grant funding stage, our ESD stage. Over and above that, there will be, of course, our loan financing stage, and of course the equity funding stage. The best stage for me as a woman will of course be the women's room, which this will specifically be focusing on women entrepreneurs and of course women-led businesses as well. So for an entrepreneur, these different stages will then allow for you to hear from our experts and top consultant on what it is each funding framework looks at, and what each funding aspect can then of course be used for you, for your business at whatever stage that your business may require funding. Over and above that, there will be master classes as well. So we also be equipping you on the how-to tools. Over and above that, there will be hands-on clinics. So I use clinics in inverted commas ngoba lama clinic umoya clinic uyobheka impilo. So thina sithi kule funding summit ethu wozobheka impilo iye business yakho. Are you funding ready? You know, how is your legal framework and also your compliance framework kuyona le company yakho ozama ukuyikhulisa noma lo oyakhayo. So over and above that, we're also going to be having experts and consultants which you're going to be uzohlala nawo babheke baxilonge inkampani ukuthi ihleli kuphi, ishoda ngani, uma usuka la yini kumele uyenze khona uzokwazi ukuba funding ready. Ngoba konke lokho kunye which we're speaking to e-compliance, we're speaking to your financial health of your business yakho, you want to wonke lama documents owadingayo ukuze ukwazi ukwenza njani to go back to you getting e-funding.
Now we're looking at 11 minutes and I want to exhaust this 11 minutes in the right way. Let's come back to Soweto.
Yes.
Let's come back to World Cup 2010. Mothers are out there with BNBs, with
Yes.
all the qualifying criteria done.
Yes.
And now that mother says, you know what, I want to come to this one. At least it's not an open environment where everybody doesn't know business will come. You have to show a commitment. 2,500 for a businesswoman who needs to see this thing happening. It will just be a commitment to say, you know what you're doing. Here are people that we are exposing you to. But how do we see to it? It's not going to be another of those we've seen. That somebody would say, wow, yeah, I'm by 2.5, yeah. Maybe prepare them. Because of, let's not even look at a price, because of you'll get seminars where they are asking for 10,000 rand. And positive people will go there and say, this is it. At least we'll know that if you paid the 10,000, you got a real deal. Motivate this woman who says, from my pension, I'm going to take this 2.5 and I'm see to it that I'm going there. And I have I've mastered all the qualifying criteria. Talk to this woman and talk to her to come and say, you are at the right place.
Okay. Oh, that's a heavy task. But I'm glad to do it. So for me speaking to I'm gonna say my aunt or my sister or my mother with her 2,500 rand coming to this specific summit. We as Empower Entrepreneur and of course as Empowaworx, we are not just about events. We are then saying to you, we are bringing the right stakeholders, the right funding houses, all right, that are willing and have the pocket, okay, to then provide you with funding, whether the funding is financial or whether over and above the funding is non-financial. Okay, so we are bringing the right people in the room of which for you to be able to reach to them, it would have been cumbersome, right? So we are then saying we have the right people in the room for you. if you are then saying that within the women's room, major women's business are speaking to Airbnb or BNB franchise markets, so that will then be our toll as Empowaworx to have then the right funder which speaks to that type of business, all right, who's willing to then put in the time and the money for those type of businesses. So that is the funding summit. Over and above that, we are also saying we've got a pitching festival. So this pitching festival, yet again, it is well curated and well thought of, where I can also confidently say we've got 2 of funding houses which have confirmed, and they've already spoken to us to say, Thulisa, if in your pool of qualifying businesses that you want for them to come and stand in front of us, I'm willing. I've got the pocket for it, and I've got the resource to ensure that if I'm putting in the funds in that particular business, then I can see it through and that business can grow.
Beautiful. Now, Rasichaba, you are waiting there, maybe having coffee. Maybe you could have just invited us to have coffee with you, and maybe this is the time where I have to say goodbye to you, or just the last bite of it. Then we let the lady take the reins. What is your contribution, Rasichaba?
No, I do appreciate that, and one of the things that I want to leave is we are thinking about people that have been running their businesses for 18 months at least to be part of the summit. So when you talk about a 2,500 investment to have access to this opportunity, it is worth it. What is the opportunity cost of not coming? Only you will know if you can get access to a platform like this at a much lower rate. But you are in good hands, and once again, from my side, thank you so much for having EmpowaEntrepreneur talking on your platform.
We are selfishly allowing you to go and resale Nombokoto. Thank you so much. See you at the summit. That is Chaba. There we go. Let's explore on the. I know you're an expert, so if I say to you, we have 4 minutes.
4 minutes.
And